Welcome, Kumas, to another episode of Danganronpa. You're here with Kuma. As you can see, we have Monokuma on the screen. He's my favorite character, so I love that. Last time, from what I recall, we went on a few dates. We went with, I think, Aoi-chan, and then we went with Sakura-chan. And we found out more about their backstories, which is really cool. But unfortunately, we lost Chihiro-chan. So, shit. Anyway, let's get right into it. Okay, it looks like we are investigating, and we are here in the hallway where we have Aoi-chan and we have Byakuya bastard. I keep calling him a dick, but okay, we'll call him a bastard. That's all cool. Alright, Aoi, what do you want? Let's try talking to Toko again. Oh yeah, Toko's locked into a room and she's calling for us. Okay, I think we should just, like, talk to Toko and see what's going on. But first, I'm gonna drink a little bit of my blood red pre-workout. Why am I drinking pre-workout, you might ask? Well, I think it's technically healthier than energy drinks. Bam! I may as well give it a shot. You may as well, Naegi. Ding dong, bing bong. The door swung open slowly and silently. Dot dot dot. Holy crap! An aura of negativity flowed out from behind the door, forcing a gasp out of me.
What?
She's been negative the entire time. I think that's her default aura, but okay.
Oh, nothing. It's just that, Hina was really worried about you, holding yourself up in your room.
Yeah, and I was in no way worried either.
Leave me alone.
Yeah, sure thing. But, could you open up, just for a second?
Won't allow it.
Huh?
Won't let Genocide Jack have control.
Ho 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 ho. Did she just say Genocide Jack? And just like that, she slammed the door in my face. What was that? She's been acting like that the whole time when I rang a little while ago. I'll drive out the killer, drive out the murderous fiend. It doesn't make any sense, right? I was afraid to leave her there alone, so I tried to bust down her door. But it felt like something was holding it shut on the other side. I couldn't even budge it. Toko was scared enough to even bar her door? Does she think the same thing as Byakuya? Does she think the serial killer Genocide Jack really murdered Chihiro? Is that why Toko's so scared?
But...
Whatever it is, I'm really worried about her. Isn't there anyone who might be able to persuade her? I don't know, maybe Byakuya, the guy she has a crush for? Here's looking at you, Byakuya. Come on, man, you finally have a use. You look like a cardboard cutout. Hey, Byakuya! You think you could ask her to come out of her room, I mean? Of course he says ...
That's fine.
What? He agreed? Huh? You're gonna talk to her, Byakuya? Wow, I guess you can be nice when you really want to. Byakuya stood in front of the door, not making a sound, and pressed the doorbell. After a few moments.
What do you want?
Leave me alone, you're all so annoying. Bacula! Bacula? What?
It's Byakuya.
I'm sorry, I couldn't keep our promise. What, so you can audio dialogue the previous one, but you can't audio dialogue this one? Come on, localization team. But don't worry, never again. I won't let Genocide Jack have control ever again. Wait, you killed Chihiro, didn't you? Well, looks like she's going to help. And with that, the door slammed shut. Even Byakuya couldn't pull it off. There's nothing else we can do. Let's just go back to the investigation. Pretty sure she's probably crazy and she is Genocide Jack, which kind of means case over, right? Hold on. Hey, Byakuya, what was Toko talking about just now? What was your promise? Did you do something freaky? Something about a promise?
What?
Oh, I have no idea. Another one of her delusions, I'm sure. Yeah, mate. Yeah. Well, she is kind of delusional. But
Stop talking.
if I say I don't know, that means I don't know. Just let Hina take care of her. Hey, man, this is not a trial. Yet. Oh, yeah, okay. I'll stay here and keep an eye on her.
Let's go.
Well then, let's go. Without waiting for a reply, Byakuya sped away. Byakuya! And I hurried to catch up. I tried to talk to him several times as we walked, but he didn't even look back, let alone say anything. He just kept on walking towards his destination. Finally, his feet brought him to a stop in front of a certain room. Oh god, it's the library. Come on, let's go in. He's fucking ignoring me the entire time. This is horrible. I like this music. Oh my god, I can remix it. See, I can remix the sound with the little thing when you scroll over the character. It's cool, right? No? Whatever. Is the evidence that proves it was Genocide Jack really in the library?
Don't make me repeat myself.
See, he even says, don't make me repeat myself. So why did the localization team write, don't make me say it again? They should hire me as part of the localization team. Oh, what? I gotta look for it myself? Talk about being a dick. Well, you know what? I'm gonna look for Monokuma coins. Monokuma! There are no clues there. We need to check elsewhere. By we, you mean me. You dick. Oh my god, that song! When I said we, I really meant me. Something, something, something. I haven't heard it since high school. That's the one. How about this door? If I remember, on the other side of this door, it's the archives, right? Hurry up and go inside. So why did you just tell me to go to the archives? Why'd you stop in the library? Oh, here?
Let's go.
It'll all make sense once you're inside. He's gonna rape me, isn't he? Okay, we're in the archives. Whoa, so many books and files. Cause what else would an archive in a library be? You're not the sharpest tool in the shed, are you, Naegi? And so much dust, too.
So, in other words,
I would say there's enough value in this place to endure the dust. You're gonna make me search through all these books, aren't you? You are the definition of I want to punch you in the face. Let's look at a lamp. Let me guess, it is not the lamp. Huh? It's a desk lamp. Oh yeah, it's the same one I saw Byakuya using in the library before.
what?
Do you have a problem with that lamp? It was here before, then I moved it over there. It's too dark over there, so I thought I'd put it to good use. Oh, and I got a Monokuma coin for that. Haha, 101. It's like the Dalmatians. There's a wooden box. It's empty. Although, judging by the smudges in the dust, it looks like there was something inside. I wonder what it was. There was an extension cord plugged in there. It proved very useful while I was in the library. An extension cord, huh? Am I really gonna get, like, a synopsis of everything from this shithole? This shelf is stuffed tight with files. Without really thinking about it, I picked one at random. Oh, you have a sharp eye indeed to select that file. No, I really don't. Huh?
That's right.
That's the report on a presidential assassination. The original is kept at the National Library. It won't be declassified for another 30 years. Are you sure you want to look at it now? I guess. There's no telling whose crosshairs you might wind up in for peeking at it. Without making a sound, I returned the file to the shelf. Byakuya, serious question. Do you have any friends? No? Thought so. Seriously, buddy. Come on. There's so many files stuffed onto the shelf. What's in all these things?
That's enough.
Those documents are dangerous. Dangerous? They detail all the people who control the world from behind the scenes. Dangerous truth for a commoner. You mean like the members of the Diet or something? Members of the Diet or something? No, seriously, it says Diet. No, I mean the ones with real power, the secret council controlling everything from the shadows. The Diet? Is this a mistranslation or something? If you're ready to be disappeared for it, take a look. There are some very interesting people in there. You're just kidding, right? Am I? I'll just let it go for now. Byakuya. You spend too much time reading. You spend too much time reading conspiracy theories and 4chan. Dude, you need to go outside. Okay, what's behind Byakuya? There's a ton of thick files stuffed onto the bookshelf. If you're thinking of looking through any of them, let me give you a little warning. Those things are filled with graphic, disturbing photos from all kinds of crime scenes. Perfect! It's the kind of thing any normal person wouldn't ever want to look at. Be careful. Well, we're stuck in a battle royale where everyone's getting murdered. I think I can handle it. Huh? What do you mean? All those files are investigation reports related to different cold cases. Can I ask how Hope's Peak Academy has these fucking files? It doesn't make any sense! Those are internal documents for police eyes only. They're not the kind of thing you'd expect to leak. Yeah, and they're just sitting in a high school library. Naturally. Oh? So, are you finally beginning to understand the true splendor of this library? Yes, I am, and I can see why you're hoarding it for yourself. The entire reason I was interested in the library is because of this room right here. It's home to classified government documents, police records, things no ordinary person would ever see. Isn't it magnificent? For once I agree with you. This can't be for real, right?
Such ignorance.
That's your guy's problem. What? That's your guy's problem. That's your guy's problem. No, that doesn't make any... Okay. What? That's your guy's problem. My brain is melting! Anything that doesn't fit into your preconceived reality, you label it a lie. Well, it's not that. It's just... It's not like I totally refuse to believe it, but... I mean, there's just so much. How could anyone put all this together? I suppose it goes to show just how much power Hope's Peak Academy truly wields. Or perhaps, the mastermind may have wanted to provide us with enough entertainment to keep us from getting bored. Pretty sure we did that ourselves. It's no use, I can't keep up with all this. It's just too unreal. What's wrong? You still can't believe it? What about you? How can you just believe it so easily? Things like that are usually impossible.
What?
What do you mean, usually? Usual, normal, ordinary, simple? Those things don't exist anywhere in the real world. If you don't understand what they actually represent, you don't understand the nature of anything. You don't pull your punches, do you? Besides, what you consider usual is based on your common sense, right? But what makes you think your own common sense applies to me at all? The documents gathered here are genuine. I have reviewed them multiple times, so there is no doubt. I'm just gonna skip this conversation and right-click. Hold on a second, you're saying you've read all these documents, and more than once? But all this has to be like top secret confidential stuff, right? So why? My family has a reading room just like this at our home. Ours is bigger, of course, and not as dusty. Members of the Togami family have access to any variety of government-related documents. That includes foreign powers as well as domestic. How is that possible?
So in other words...
I already told you there's a secret council that controls the world from behind the shadows. My family is a member of that council. Oh great, that's what you meant by diet. You're all a member of the Illuminati. Illuminati. With Doritos chips everywhere. Triangles! And I have within me the bloodline that will allow me to one day bend the world to my will. You're a sick little puppy, aren't you? But to become such a ruler, I must know all levels of this world backwards and forwards. So whenever I have time, I like to review whatever documents and materials that interest me. Which is why I can proclaim without a doubt that the materials gathered here are the real thing. This is beyond believing or not believing. Byakuya is actually starting to scare me more than the actual mastermind. Well... yeah. Wait. Monokuma's cute, Byakuya's a dick. Who do you want to rule the world? A cute psychopath or a dick? It's a good question. And what always interests me the most were the cold case police investigation reports. Reading through those reports has always been a hobby of mine, ever since I was little. It's excellent mental exercise. I solved more than a few of those cases just by reviewing the reports. And amongst all those reports, one of my recent favorites is the Genocide Jack case. As he talked, Byakuya grabbed the specific file from the shelf. See, Byakuya is starting to remind me of L. You know, from Death Note, except L likes to help people and Byakuya just wants to rule the world. So if Byakuya ever had a Death Note, he'd be like Kira on cocaine. Because Kira wants to cleanse the world, whereas Byakuya just wants to rule it. So basically, you'd have Kira on cocaine.
That's right.
This is the complete case file. Every single report surrounding the Genocide Jack cases has been compiled in here. Because there are so many, allow me to quickly summarize the main points. To begin, there are two notable characteristics in every Genocide Jack murder. The first characteristic is that every crime scene the word bloodlust is written in the victim's own blood. And the second is that when the victims are murdered, their bodies are suspended in a certain way. Bloodlust is written in blood and the victim's body is suspended. It's exactly the same as what happened to Chihiro. Save your surprise, the best part is yet to come. For the second characteristic, where the victims are suspended, the only ones who knew about that particular fact were members of the police and other higher-ups. By all accounts, nobody in the media ever found out. Huh? In other words, no one on the news, no one online, nobody knew about the aspect of each crime. Only key officials and the killer himself knew about this fact of mounting the victim. Mounting. Now, if you recall Chihiro's corpse, her body was most certainly mounted in this fashion. So, how could the killer have known about suspending the victim? Ah, Naegi, you're starting to disappoint me.
That's right.
That's the key question. But in fact, the answer is quite simple.
In other words,
the culprit isn't a copycat killer, it's the real Genocide Jack. I can only imagine that's the sound that means. No?
in other words...
That's right. There is the evidence that Genocide Jack has hidden himself amongst the rest of us. Then Genocide Jack really is such a brutal, fiendish killer. Really is walking around amongst us?
Interesting.
Things are really starting to get interesting, aren't they? I never imagined a killer with such a reputation would ever become part of our little game. Well, we are the ultimate students, so having the ultimate serial killer wouldn't be a big stretch, would it? Now, don't you think it would be good for you to take a look at what I've already seen? You might just manage to ferret out a clue or two.
Such ignorance.
If you get down on your knees and beg, I might even show you myself. Can we kill him? We'd be doing the world a favor. Hey, wait, camera? Monokuma! Okay, let's just talk to Byakuya, and please don't get on your knees, Naegi. If you do, I will lose all respect for you. Byakuya, about the Genocide Jack case file. Could you let me see it?
That's fine.
Well, you didn't beg, but I guess it's okay this time. Haha, screw you. Feel free to look at it in here, but you can't take it with you. Why does it look like a death note? Murder case of Genocide Jack. Top secret. Byakuya handed me the file and I flipped through it with tense, nervous fingers. Suddenly my hand stopped. I had reached the page where photos from the crime scene of each crime had all been collected. The names of Genocide Jack's victims ran on for several pages. Did they literally copy and paste the cause of death? Look at this. The murder took place in the parking of a lot of victims' apartment complex. The murder took place in a lot of parking, blah, blah, blah. The murder took place in a lot of parking. The victim suffered multiple stab wounds across his body, believed to have been inflicted with the same scissors that were later used to attach the victim to the wall. Next murder. The victim suffered multiple stab wounds across his body, believed to be inflicted with the same scissors that were later used. Did you guys really go that cheap that you just copy and pasted everything? Holy shit, he was crucified with scissors. Hey, wait a minute. Chihiro wasn't crucified with scissors. Chihiro was tied up. Ken, 32. Tet, something, Honda, 17. Gaku, 23. Aise, 14. A 14-year-old kid was oh, come on. Yoshida, 30. Taro, Gono. No, I cannot pronounce Japanese names. But one thing became perfectly clear as I read. All of the killer's counted victims were killed and suspended in the exact same way. And at the scene of every murder, the word bloodlust was left in the victim's own blood. Now, take a look at the next page and you'll find another interesting tidbit. See, another new word that we don't know about. The next page. You guys just copied the exact same expression, didn't you? They're going cheap at this point. Profiling results. All of the crimes took place either on weekdays at night or during holidays. Either day or night. The most common time for the killings to take place was on holidays, in the afternoon. Based on these facts, it can be suggested that the suspect may have been a student. Are you guys quite literally copying Death Note right here? The same book style as Death Note suggested that the suspect may be a student. Death Note. Come on, guys. Evidence suggests that the suspect lingered at the scene, but when they did leave, they were in a panic. Because an eyewitness has never come forward, it's unlikely there was any external reason for this. This confused behavior suggests that the suspect may potentially suffer from dissociative identity disorder, aka split personality syndrome.
So in other words,
the key point here is that the culprit may well have had split personality. A split personality? Like the kind of thing you see on TV? Well, like Monokuma, really. I mean, look at him. He's half hope, half despair. So I'm part of another totally unbelievable story. But this one is way more unbelievable than anything else up until now. Or maybe it really wasn't. I don't know. I feel like my mind has gone numb. Lincoln Park. Genocide Jack's case file has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Oh yeah, I can't take it with me, but I can memorize the whole case file. Well, the whole thing was copy and pasted, so it's probably like 2 paragraphs.
let's go.
Alright, we should get going soon. Great, I spilled more water. Alright, we should get going soon. Huh? Where are we going? Anywhere but here. We've finished our business here, haven't we? Oh, wait, Byakuya, let me come with you. As usual, Byakuya turned and left without another word. I hurried out of the library to catch up. Well, this is where we part ways. I have some things I need to take care of before the class trial. You gonna murder a puppy or something? Huh? Just all of a sudden like that?
I don't have time to play with
Come
you.
on, enough of your annoying misappropriations. Did you really think we'd be together the whole time? Take responsibility for yourself and do something useful. Move the investigation forward on your own. Well, maybe if you would let me look at the crime scene a little longer before dragging me along, I would. Asshole.
Goodbye.
Well, goodbye. And just like that, he was gone. Just as quickly as he'd asked me to join him, he'd cut me off. In the end, I felt like I was just some plaything getting tossed around. At the same time, I'd uncovered some really important clues to thank him. Genocide Jack, he's the one that killed Chihiro. And that murderous fiend is one of us! But who is it? I have to find that out no matter what it takes. And to do that, there's somewhere I have to go investigate one more time. I have to go back to the crime scene, the girls' locker room. I should check the boys' locker room too. And the others might have come up with some info I might find useful while I'm at it. I need to find out everything I can. Well, I'm starting to feel that Toko is Genocide Jack, given what she's saying. Anyway, thanks for joining me, guys. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to give it a like. And if you haven't already, subscribe. Come on, guys. Let's hit at least, let's say, 10 likes on this video. So hit that like. Please? Pretty please? Pretty please with a Kuma on top? Yeah, screw it. Anyway, see you next time. Ninja Kuma out. Bye. Always account has been added to the truth bullet section. Oh, God, it's the class trial. Wait, I didn't even find a duffel bag. No!
I'm getting tired of waiting. Shall we just plunge right in?
No, I haven't done the investigation, you asshole.
It's the moment you've all been waiting for. The class trial.
But I'm not ready!
You remember where to meet, right?
No!
Please go through the